Welcome back into Evening Plus. Tonight we're talking about a new opportunity for veterans to work alongside a nonprofit here in our area to express themselves and work through trauma with the power of arts and creative services. So I'm joined here by the founder of Healing in Arts, Pamela Alderman. Pamela, you have been here on the show before to introduce folks to the organization, but you guys have a really exciting new opportunity coming up. For anyone who is not familiar with Healing in Arts, though, you founded this. It's such powerful work. Tell us a little bit about what you do in the community.
Thank you, Julia. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. So we are a small nonprofit, but we have a mighty mission. We bring redemptive art to those often in the margins or those often overlooked, veterans and survivors of trauma, vulnerable children, people with disabilities. And we gather them in community and we work through art. We create veteran art pieces, we create community collaborative pieces. Yeah. We have pieces shown at the Kent County Courthouse that are part of the permanent collection there. And we service about 22, well, we're a 10-year-old organization, and we've reached 22,000 people that have been in our programs.
And last time you were here, we talked about, I believe it was the Red Jeans Redemption Project, which was so powerful. Tonight we're here having you talk about the Art of Resilience program, which is opening up very soon. What is this all about, and who might be interested in taking part?
So Art of Resilience, so about 6 years ago, I just pitched the idea, let's activate Veterans Memorial Park into an ArtPrize space. And the idea took off, and we've been through some name transitions, but now we're Art of Resilience. This year will be the central organization showing our art there in Veterans Park. So it's like a year program because we find veterans that are interested in showing their art. They want to create an art piece. If they need help, we coach them. We help them with their story. How do they want to tell their story? So it's both workshops if they need it, and we do community veteran pieces as well, like with Heroes Corner, Sheroes Corner. And it's individual art pieces. So they all come together during ArtPrize. We show the pieces. It's a wonderful opportunity for the veterans to meet one another and grow in community because they often feel isolated or they struggle with anxiety, depression. And it's a way to connect with community, to tell their story and for the community to be educated and to just increase in empathy for the veterans and their stories.
And you guys are an organization that, like you said, you've been around for about a decade at this point, so you've worked with so many thousands of people. When someone is able to express themselves in a creative way, maybe for the first time ever, and they are, someone who's served our country, what's the impact you see in, being able to let emotions out in that way?
So important. You mentioned the Red Jeans Redemption Project. So we've had veteran members tell their story of military sexual trauma, maybe for the first time, and just getting the confidence to tell their story in a way that is, appropriate for public. And it's just been a real healing thing that they feel like, I made that next step. Now I can take another step towards growing and overcoming the hurt and the trauma. One veteran said after being in our art program that he just, each morning he wanted to get out of bed and put his feet on the floor because he's had a new sense of hope. Another veteran said that he was just fighting these demons daily, 24/7, with just the PTSD and just the struggles. And he said, but this art program saved my life. And that's such a strong, so impactful and so encouraging.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so for anyone who is hearing about this and wants to take part in some way, what should they do? How should they get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, so a couple ways. You can go to our website, healinginarts.org, and Healing in Arts with an S, or you can go to social media, Facebook or Instagram at Healing in Arts. Or I'm sure that this interview will have a link there.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And this is starting now, but ultimately for ArtPrize in the fall, which is quite a ways away.
Oh yeah, but it's important now. We have like a few spots left, or we're filling up every single day. Another veteran signed on with us today. So really mid-March, we would like to have our registration closed. So it's important to get a hold of us now. Because there's all these hoops we have to jump through to have everything ready for September.
There you go. It's a long process, but a powerful and meaningful one. Pamela, thank you so much for coming back in. Again, Healing in Arts is what she's all about. You can learn more on their website and of course your social media as well. Thank you for coming back on. We so appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We're going to